Well, good morning and welcome back. We're talking about the 7 mistakes that investors make, and we've covered the first 2. One being the failure to identify your investment objective. The second is drawing a roadmap on how to get there, creating the financial plan on how you're going to get there. Now I want to talk about the third. The third mistake, most common mistake that investors make, is simply this. They don't take into consideration the 2 things that rob you of investment performance. One is inflation. Inflation is the great midnight robber. You never see it. But everybody knows. If you've been to a grocery store, you've been to a gas station in the last few months, you know exactly what's taking place. The government will tell you it's at under less than 2%. Yeah, okay. Less than 2% means X food and energy. So where are the 2 biggest drivers of this, of higher prices? Food, which everybody needs. Gasoline, which everybody needs. So, the government, you got to love them. You got to love them. So inflation has averaged what? Believe it or not, it's averaged about 4% since dirt. So think about this. You invest $10,000. Even though inflation's only 2% today, we all know it's more than that. Think about you invest $10,000, but you got a 4% inflation rate. $400 comes right off the top. So the second you put $10,000 in something, you got to get $10,400 in order just to keep up with the purchasing power that inflation robs you of. Second biggest thing is taxation. If you're investing $10,000 and you're in a 20% tax bracket, guess what? That's $2,000 you got to take off of your gain. Okay? So if you make 10% on $10,000, you made $1,000, but you got to pay $200 of that in taxes, so your net's only $800. You with me, folks? Things take away. That's why you can't put money in a CD at 5% and think you're good. You're not. First of all, you can't get a 5% CD. It's more like 3% today. Now you factor in the inflation rate and the taxation, and you recognize that you're behind the 8 ball. You got to get a little more aggressive on the growth side in order to make up for those 2 things. That's the point. If you're a growth investor and you're putting it in a fixed income investment, you're doing nothing. I'll see you tomorrow.